And good evening, everybody. This is Hobby Corner. Welcome to the stream. We are back on Pallegney. Just getting loaded into the game. I have not done any further progress since our last visit in here, which was last Friday. And I take that back. I repositioned the equipment for a couple of screenshots. Didn't include the truck, didn't need to. This really isn't part of the farming stuff, but let's go ahead and pet Romeo here. Go ahead and give him some food. See if I can toss those. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to throw things in the game. Anyway, it is June 1st. I am currently playing on 3-day months. And ready to harvest. Our 3 fields, nothing is ready currently. We have a cultivating contract. We got some harvesting contracts, which we are not going to do. Ooh, $24,000 spinach. As much as that would be nice, this current season I am holding off on the vegetable contracts. Trying to slow down on those. I play enough of them on my main game that I'm, to be honest, a little burned out. But yeah. Yep, every single one of them was a vegetable harvest of some sort. Spinach, 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 spinach. Every single one is spinach. Now, you could definitely make a ton of money doing that. I mean, you look at a 24, about 45, 50, almost, 55,000 plus just on those 5 contracts alone. Or 6 contracts. But I'm not going to do them. I'm not going to touch them with a 10-foot pole. We got a cultivating that we can definitely do. Deadwood contract, that is south or northeast corner of the map. We're not going to do that right now. We got 52 hours left on this wood transport contract. So I think for right now, we're just going to check on the productions here just to verify what I have in my mind on what we got. 91,000, that puts 110. And then, oh, we got a stack of lumber over here. I think we're going to hold off on that as well for a little bit. We got 10-3 there. We need to put some wood in that one real quick. We'll go ahead and do that. Now I see a nice candidate for a tree right there in front of us. And we have our storage shed with some straw bales that we did from some baling contracts. Some firewood. Excuse me, folks. That we're holding off until... when is the best time for the firewood? I think it's like December, January, February time frame. Now we will almost double the profit if we hold on to that. 200 to 400. Yeah. We're not hurting for money. We got 124,000. Let's see. We were going to go after this bad boy right here. And before we do that, activate super strength just to get that going with my McCullough chainsaw. those of you that are old enough to remember a comedy act from the 80s based out of Minnesota. It was quite literally called The Indian and the White Guy. And I remember a skit where they were talking about things, and McCulloch Chainsaw was one of them. Get rid of the loop. That's not. I just want to get rid of the stump. I don't want to cut more. Okay. Get this over to the production. The Yee Fast Sawmill. Oh. I've got a tractor there that's hidden. Forgot about that guy. Oh no, there goes all my wood. I'm going to have to straighten those out here in a second. Okay, let's go ahead and, I think if we cut about right there, should get that big piece. And I am so sorry, everybody. I forgot to do the switch to live. Oh my gosh, rookie mistake. Of course I am a rookie, so. And there I was on the screen, actually had everything going, and I, unmuted my mic and such, and forgot that. So sorry, folks. Waiting for the comments to say, when you gonna stream? All I see is the starting soon thing. Well, that's my bad. Let's get this. I had everything all stacked nice and neat here until I ran it over with the tree. It's okay, I'm gonna sell this at the end of the month. I'm just holding on to it for now. Want to save up the money a little bit. Not that, like I'm needing it right at the moment, which I am currently not. While we're doing that one, we'll do this one as well. It's down low. Alright, so we got 12,000. We'll just go ahead and drag this over, park it right there, and focus back on the tractor with a rotary hoe attachment behind it. So what we were doing with that was hoeing contracts. We can keep that for now. We're not in a rush to get rid of it, just in case any more hoeing contracts come up. The reason being is I do not own this piece of equipment, but that is on the wish list to get, although it's not. I mean, ever since the last week's stream, when I ended off and was able to get in this class Evian harvester here, the Evian 450. That'll go great with my case headers. That's on an uncomically large transport trailer. And then the final other piece that we picked up was the mower. If we can find in the old sell page, which this gameplay is nothing but used vehicles. Everything that we buy has to be a used vehicle. I could buy another one of these Fleagle trailers, but however, take a look. I got one sitting right there. And I got my dirty plow, and I got my dirty Fendt 724, painted in Fendt red. And then I got my JCB, and I believe that was painted in Fendt red as well, with my 6-meter cultivator on it. So yeah, we're doing pretty good here. I do have a fermenting silo for grass to convert into silage, and then my grain silo. Both of these are the Omatana versions. So yes, this guy holds the ridiculously large amount of literage. And we're just, slowly converting silage from the grass. I am out of grass, so that's good. We did one grass harvest back in May from our grass field over here. Let me wiggle the mouse because for some reason it doesn't like to cooperate well. So I own this piece of property right here, this grass field. I own this next field to it, which is planted to oats, which will be ready next month. And I own this guy right here, which we may get to it on this stream. We may not. I've got, $15,000 worth of product right there to sell. I've got another $5,000 to $10,000 in the storage unit from the firewood if I deem ready to sell it. But let's go ahead and take a look at a couple things here. Oh, wait, we need to go here. So the intent is to build a production for cattle. We just go through. I am not interested in horses. Right now I am not interested in pigs. Sheep would be a good ideal thing to start off with to help. Only for the wool. But I do not want to get into the sheep production for the wool. Chickens would be another good thing. Bees. But if we go the sheep route, then we can get into goats to get goat milk to convert into the butter or the cheese. I forget which one. And these storage units here, or the sheds I should say, not storage units, we can customize. We can fill in this entire area, make it a nice pasture. This one will hold 68 sheep or goats. Oh, let's go back here. I do have the money. I just want to see if it fits in the spot. Yes, it will. Land is not owned by me. So, I forget which side the productions kick out on. I think. Let's get it over. Yep. Productions kick out on the right. Just trying to get it over a section that we can see it. It's right beside where the mouse is. On the right side. So, we could... Cannot place fence here. Land is not owned by you. How far over could we get it? I think about, right in there wouldn't be too bad. The landscape, it would definitely terraform itself, which I do have the mod for free terraforming. I could level that out. I can turn this entire section into a pasture. I'm just trying to see where all... because I think that right there, we have the access to the one side to get to the production right off the road, which would be great. And then get a little bit of a frontage there. We can drive the tractor up and around to get the grass bells put in there. Not that I'm wanting goats right now, mind you. I would prefer water buffalo for the buffalo mozzarella. I probably didn't think this through too well. That's a breeding barn. We do not want a breeding barn. If we were to take this guy here, this is quite a large facility. Land isn't owned by me. Yes, I know that. But what we could do is buy this field here later on down the road. I think we will start with the goats. I think that one would work out just fine and dandy. So we could have goats in this section right here, cattle or water buffalo in this section here. Convert most of this into the pasture. This guy here, I do not believe, yeah, it does have a pasture with it. I don't have enough money either, which is fine. The only thing you can change on that is the color. See, a few of these, the bottom ones, the bottom three there, are mods. So I've been trying to select mods that are reasonably priced for the cattle productions. So if we do that, put that there, we can kind of offset it a little bit. I definitely want, and the slurry is down at the bottom, and let's go ahead and zoom in, zoom out. Okay, so the slurry production exits right there. You insert the cattle there. There is a door for going in and dropping off the silage or grass or hay. And then, because the cattle will then enter right there. It's got a manure heap as well. And then... oh, okay, so yes, the both of the milk production and the slurry production there are there on the right, or right at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Okay. Getting this all figured out here, trying to figure out what one we want to go with. And I do want this one with easy access from a road. There's also another mod that is, I believe, out for everybody on PC and consoles, that is bridges. So if we really wanted to, we could download that mod and make a double wide bridge, because this is just a single plank bridge. I would like for my vehicles to have a little bit more access to that. And even coming over here, I would like another access, especially for where the manure heap is. But yeah, we got some options here. we don't have to get them done right away. Excuse me. So yeah, just doing some dreaming right now to figure out what all we can do. We are definitely going animal route on this. When my wood productions are done with the terraformed, or the section of land that we own, which is 112, once this lot is cleared off, I may even buy lot 110. Let's grab the old mouse. I like the mouse for control. We could definitely turn that into a cattle or goat production. There is something planted in that. That is carrots. I could care less about the carrots. I don't want to deal with carrots. So that may be just the option. Buy that sucker and wipe it out. And then 9, I believe, is going to be some corn, which would be great. We could, well, I was going to say we could make silage out of the corn, but I have a nice corn harvester head for the class. I can definitely take that down. I don't have to worry about planting it or any of that stuff, and I do believe if we it's growing, it's double fertilized. It does need lime, which take that off. Let's see. Boy, whoever did field 10, oh wait, I'm not doing fertilizing contracts. I'm refusing to right now. So that one's not getting fertilized because I'm not doing it. I don't want to waste my own money on fertilizer right now when I'm trying to save up as much as I can to do it. Field 119 or field 18 is empty, which I think that would be a great candidate for the water buffalo. Field 19, what was planted in? I don't think anything was planted in that. Yep, those two were barren. Hence the reason why I would really like to have these two side by side for my goats and my water buffalo. Alright, enough horsing around here. Let's go ahead and sleep overnight. A lot of the show and tell was for getting myself reacclimated for what I was trying to do, because it has been almost a week since I have touched this map. And of course we got more wood production because this thing just eats through the wood like nobody's business. Let's go ahead and put it down lower. More wood beams, which I think we may end up selling these, like I said, at the end of the month. We're just holding off on them for now. Nope, come on, grab and drag. Set this right there. We're at 9,900. I don't think this is going to be small enough to go in. So it'll just hang outside. This guy, oh, we did get a pallet of short planks. And I do have a trailer that we will be using for this. Why are you kitty wampus? Straighten up and fly right, boy. Okay, so let's go to the contracts, see if there's, oh, ooh, nice. we're making square bells. We are definitely going to be making square bells. We'll go ahead and that is going to be a 6 or 8 meter cultivator as well. I think what we'll do is we'll take both of these contracts here, and I'm going to send AI out to do them, I believe. We're going to go ahead and take this, and I do own the equipment for this, so we will definitely be saving 640 bucks. So we'll take that one as well. Fertilizing, nothing there to really spark my interest. Okay, we got the one tractor for hoeing. So I think what we'll do for now is we'll go ahead and get to the hoeing one. We will go ahead and I'm going to get this guy up to the road and send them off on their merry way. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump in my Fent, hook up to the cultivator, and we're going to, well, it's already, oh, the JCB's hooked up to the cultivator, so we don't have to worry about that. And my happy mistake, I guess, if you want to call it that. Okay, so we got the hoeing contract on 77. Let's go ahead and take that guy. We're going to create job. And 77. Field work. And this road that he's on is going to lead straight up there because he goes up, over, and he can go either way. This way would probably be the quickest. I know it would be. Yep, the fast track. And we are hooked up to it, it looks like. Fold this bad boy up. We're going to go do some cultivating jobs here. And we got 3 of them. That's baling. So we want 37 and 101, I believe is what the numbers were. 37 and 101. Yep. Okay. That I like about the section of land that I bought is traffic does not interfere with our farm. They only stick to these main roads here. Oops. Let's go ahead and give it a paint job while we're at it. Scratch up the side like a person that had their keys out and scratch the side of it. I am mistaken. Figured that one out. And brisket for the biscuit. And say, start in the process. Zoom out. One headland because when I'm doing contracts for the people, I don't care about headlands. I do try to use the GPS as much as possible. It just helps out so much. by an object. There must have been traffic on the road. I'm gonna have to go help him out, I think. Okay. And what are you doing? I mean, they got squared away, I guess? I'm sorry, but you're infuriating me right now. This is not that hard of a contract. You need to learn to get onto the shoulder of the road when you're driving implements. That's one of the reasons why this map is kind of horrible, is because they didn't make the roads wide enough, in my opinion. I mean, you can talk to a dozen different people and they're all going to each give their own little answers for it, which is absolutely fine. But the roads are just not wide enough. And I understand it is French countryside and things like that. Still doesn't deter from the fact that it's hard to drive big equipment down these roads. And that's one of the reasons why when I was able to... Ooh, let's look at the market here. Forage harvester. Ooh, a bale trailer. We already own a bale trailer. Where was I going? Oh yeah, I was talking about large things and like how I got my harvester. I got this one. I would have taken any of the top row. The case would have been preferable because it would have matched up with my headers. That's a 10.5 liter. The rest of these are 8,000 to 8,600. But you get anything like this CR11, which I had on an earlier contract. Oh my gosh, it was horrible trying to get that thing down the road. Because you're basically having to drive in the fields, and as much as you can drive in the fields, the better it was. Just because of that. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah, it'll get done. I'll get it done. But the bigger the equipment, the harder it is to go down some of these roads. Yeah, I do got a lot of mods. This guy would be cool to do. And then we can go to normal capacity, the Mega, the XL, which is 200,000 liters. But, I mean, oh no. Daydreaming over equipment. Who hasn't done that before? But yeah, yeah. Some of these would be great to have. This guy I think would be amazing. If I can get this case 7150 axial flow in the market, then I think that would be a win-win for us. Let's just go here, because then we could put on, and I've got that guy, the 25 footer, I've got that guy. I mean, he can use pretty much any of the 30 foot headers or smaller. And I do refer to feet. I know the meters is, I've run it's a 25-foot header measured at, 7.2 meters or whatever it is. So you're looking at, 20, 23, 22 feet of working width. Because each meter is 3 feet, 3 inches. That's it. Yeah, 3 feet, 3 inches per meter. A yard is 3 feet. Reverting back to old grade school mathematics, because that's what it was part of, which is lost on some people. You ask them how many millimeters are in a foot, they couldn't tell you. That's besides the point. I prefer the imperial system versus metric, but that's how I grew up. I don't have access to the land. Yes, I know. Because I don't like raising the implement. That's a button push I don't want to have to do twice. Oh, sorry folks. Trying to set my phone up in front of me so that if any text messages or anything from family members appear, then I can answer them. I do have to, at 8:30ish, the stream is scheduled to end to go pick up a family member. But, I mean, we got plenty of time. So we'll just pick this up just to make it a little faster to get to the next row. Drop. And the next pass back my direction is going to be the end of this field. And we'll get to go up to, I didn't do that. This, up to field 101. Which is up the road and take a left at the, technically not a roundabout. But they definitely treat it that way. Good evening, Crofter. Welcome to the stream. The worker has completed their task. Oh yeah, it's right there with food. We'll talk on that contract in a minute. Minute's up. And instead of writing the what field numbers I was doing, I just found out the least cost area in the contracts. That's where I know which contract I have equipment borrowed on. I totally bypassed that for many hours of playing up until last week when I noticed that. Fancy schmancy roundabout and try to avoid every single vehicle. And then up here we don't want to take the first left, we want to take the second left, so we're going to cut across traffic. Because we do abide by all traffic rules here. Just like all the AI traffic abides by all of the traffic rules as well. They definitely do not yield for you. Okay, so field 101, I think we're going to cut up this road here. And we'll just hook the slow down to get in. See if we can get under the tree here. Yep, cool. Okay, the road. Yep. Past the field. I was looking at the wrong one. Whee! I'm going to go down the opposite end and start that direction. Because I like leaving the short passes to the very end. This is the first time I've ever used a JCB tractor, and I like it so far. I've got the narrow tires on it because I do have crop destruction, if you saw the little boo-boo earlier. Take a look at our implement. I would like to buy a bigger cultivator. This 6-meter cultivator was the first one that popped up in the market. I snagged it, and I have not seen a cultivator since. The same with the plow that I own. That was the first one, and I have not seen a plow since. If I were to ever buy another plow, I would hope to be able to buy the Wizard subsoiler that can go up to 12 meters. Because I think that is just too good of a plow to use. The unfortunate thing is, if I were to go the 12-meter route, I do need a vehicle that does 340 horsepower, so I would need a large tractor for it. If I jump down to the 9, that gets a little bit more respectable, but still no medium tractor will use it. This, I don't even have a tractor for a 6-meter. Stuck with the standard base game style plows. Even large tractors, I think there was one that did pop up in the market that I had the money at the time, but was waiting for other items. Right, we were going to collect on a contract, so we were going to collect this guy here, and we'll just take a look for any other weedings or hoeings. None. Okay. And we're going to try to get our funds up to a little bit more respectable range for eventually goat pasture. Like I said, we may get to on the stream here tonight. Come on, get around. That's stuck. Better. Yeah, let's drop the implement, lock on, and then cruise control. So since you joined in, Crofter, I'm going to do that. I just want to go to the map here. So I do own property 19 that we're going to be building a goat barn on, or sheep barn, whichever you want to call it. I'm going to be using it for goats. I'm going to start making that goat milk for doing butter or whatever else we can do with goat milk. Get another little production going, and we do have the room farm that we can set the production up on. And if it's built properly, I may be able to build it right there beside the goat structure as well. Because I do at my property own enough over here behind where I have my my fermenting silo. I could build it over in this area here, which would require some clear cutting of trees, which I am doing. My tree line is about right here, so I got a third of the trees gone. So I got plenty of space here for doing production structures. Since we are kind of in the market for doing water buffalo, they can take grass, hay, silage, TMR, they can do all that. The best option is TMR for the 100% productivity, which I am not opposed to doing. I do own the one grass field. It's definitely not going to keep up with both sheep or goats and water buffalo. Dynamic sheep and goat pasture shed on the top left side of the map. Oh, yeah, Field 102. Is that where you're talking about there, Crofter? I may have to go visit that sometime. I know there's other productions, pasture lands like 86, 87, but I'm not sure if they do milk productions as well. I think they're more for the breeding aspect. So definitely going to have to go take a look at that one. I do know that the milk production on this map is very low input and very low output. And I do watch another guy that streams on this map, and he got into goats. And I definitely don't want to follow in his footsteps, but I wanted to do cattle off the get-go. Goats would be a good thing as well. Okay. Top left side of the map. I would have to do some research to figure it out. I know that is, rent the train. That is a Grain West silo, which I have not used yet, and that's kind of an obscure spot. We'll have to do some visiting of places here a little bit. I think once this contract's done, I'll start visiting places. That just shows it as farmland. That just shows it as farmland. There is this here. That's $322,000 to buy that property. So I'm not sure what that one is. Yeah, we would definitely. No, there's the dairy production right there. That is very low input to output. Sag field 55. I'll look at here. Make the corn. Yeah, 55. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at that one when we're done here. Because I have not toured very many of the places. I just started farming right off the get-go. I do know, the gas stations and things like that. Kind of walked around the original starting property, which is right here, I believe. Field 103 with the property. I just did not like the location for it. Not that I was going to buy it with this playthrough. But yeah, we'll definitely take a look at 55 and see what's going up with it. Saving up that $350,000 to buy that section, because I think that, or it'd be 95. Yeah, $327,000 to buy that entire area, which comes with the grass field as well. Definitely go take a look at it. So maybe a couple months out, because contracts right now are all vegetables for harvesting, and I don't want to do that. It is ripe with spinach. Yeah, I know I could rent it for this because that's the big boy trailer. Rent it for this, and that's the power tube, which would be great. But they're just so slow. I don't know. Vegetable contracts. Okay, once this contract's done, I'll zip over there and take a look at it. Like we're not that far away. We gotta drive by it to go back home anyway. So, did I collect on that contract? Yep, I can collect on that one there. Then I got the baling to do here a little bit after we take a look at that. That is next on the priority list. Sunflowers to our left, and then more vegetables to the left. Field 51 there. What type of vegetables? Let's find out. 51, that's carrots. That's carrots. This season, I saw the harvest or the sowing that they did. Good grief, like half the map is carrots, and parsnips, and red beets, sugar beets. Probably all because I did 90% of those contracts last fall. This season, nope, I'm not touching them. Kind of set a pretty firm boundary for that right now. Locked on to the next path. Could have borrowed the equipment for this contract. I want to say it was about the same size as cultivator. I want to say it was that guy right there. That's just one of the things I wish that they would tell you when you select a contract, what the equipment is for doing that. I'll send AI up for that guy. Yeah, I saw that. We took a look through the list and nothing really stood out for me. Okay, so we're doing hoeing contract on 36 or 13. So let's go ahead. Should be the last pass. Oh, and it's struggling. JCB struggling. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, some of them were cool. Okay, so we'll grab this guy here, create job. Bring him down to 13. He's got to drive by the farm. I hope he can get past all the stuff I got there. Should be able to. I don't think the tree was covering the road. Okay, let's go ahead and get over to that field / farmstead. Good evening, Ron. Welcome in. We are currently on Pallegney. Just got done with the cultivating contract, and I'm going to take a look at a farmstead over here. Because apparently it's set up for sheep. It's a cool little workshop of some sort. Probably can't interact with anything until we buy it, which is alright. Ah, okay. Okay, so that's set up for wool, it looks like. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I know Sealy P had a video talking about that mod. I just haven't watched that one. I'm sure there's a sleep trigger somewhere out here. So yeah, this pasture here I think would be pretty good for flock of animals. But yeah, you feed the animals right here. You can put down whatever bedding is needed. And this guy here is, I generally see these in the dairy production setup, so this may be where the milk spawns. Wood shed by the train bridge. Yeah, I saw that one earlier. Is it part of the map though? Because I actually went. One of the first contracts I did was mowing of this field right here, and then that little guy in 95. And I drove past this and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And one of the things I wish they did, okay, let's just take a look to see where my tractor's at. He's, okay, dinking around with things there. Is, if you select this, I would like to get rid of the identifier. So yeah, that is part of the property there. So it scoops around, misses that grass field. Does collect on 95. I may have to do some thinking on that now. Yeah, having that barn there for storage of the hay bales. I mean, equipment storage, there's not much here, but I mean, that's what my main property is over here. That can be set up my Could I get 322,000 here in the next 2 months? I think I could. Go ahead and do that one. And we'll go down and grab the fence and do the baling contract. That's another 8 grand. Hi Liz, I didn't see you jump in. Good to see ya. Yeah, that's definitely a very interesting property, and I'm going to think long and hard on that. Definitely do some thinking. See if the worker is stuck on property or if it's a vehicle. Yeah, vehicles. We'll get them squared away here in a minute. Somebody left a tree in the middle of the road. Oh, they freed up. Okay. Alright, let's go grab the fent and we'll hook up to the square baler, if I remember right. Take a look at that contract. Square bales, yes sir. how to drive through traffic. Yeah, he's definitely stuck there. Oh my goodness. Okay, super strength for the win. I do not care right now. In fact, what field does he got to go to for the hoeing? 13. Cheating. Go up to 69, which I can get there from the backside. Excuse me. Clear the throat. Cut in front of traffic. They cut in front of me all the time, I just will return the favor. If you want to pass, go ahead and pass. I will drive on the shoulder. Better not hit the brakes. Okay, it should be this field right here. Oh yeah, I always forget unfold. Now turn on, drop this pickup. Change the bell size. Okay, it was set up on 220 because that was the last thing I bailed. Just kind of reading the chats here. Do some bailing. Surprised I picked all that up over there. Couldn't see with that tree. Remember correctly, this field was planted to corn the last harvest I did last October. Not that it really matters, but I have done a whole bunch of field work in this map. Have the mod for the extended pickup on balers and forage wagons. Such a nice mod to have. fast going up the hill. Use a few more horsepower under that hood. Let's check the forecast. I want to... Bright and sunny all the way through July. No inclement weather. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll collect on that guy. Another cultivating job. Spraying, stone picking. Not interested. Both of these at the same time. Grab one, we're going to drop one of them off. What equipment was that? Oh yeah, we don't want to use the Amazon cultivator. That thing is small. We'll go ahead and take that. And we'll send AI up for that. I'll get him up on the road here. Turn the corner and then go get AI set up on that. And I missed a section. That's alright. Field detected because I hit the wrong button. Yeah, we just did field 38. We'll turn onto the bridge. Then we'll get stuck on the bridge. No, we did. Yeah, we did 37. Now we got all of that corner. Very nice. get past the cars. No, you are not. This way. Really got turned around. Jesus. Around in the Koki Express parking lot. Bales we can end, or how many liters of unfinished bale we can end up with in this harvest or this baling contract. And we'll do the little cheating method of keeping straw bales. Straw bales that I had in my storage shed, that's where I got them from, was saving up from these contracts. I'm just counting rows here. The one row that we kind of cut off there where that square bell is. Let's do a little backtracking for that one. That's no big deal. watch the bill drop off. Rely too much on non-GPS steering here. The cultivating contract will be done before I'm done. Of having AI workers, $861 or $881 in wage payments. Yeah, it is a very nice train bridge. Let's see if a train comes across. Trains are still glitched out, from what I've heard. Some of the clutter just because. Yeah, I've never been up on the train bridge when it comes by. I'm usually doing field work of some sort. Oh, there comes the train. I'm going to see if I can get a screenshot of this. Yep, train's still glitched out. Stop. Yeah, we got almost full bale. And just because I do own the baler here, we're going to collect the contract. And it saves the bales that we have. Cheating the system. Ways before you cross the street and get hit by a white car. I'm like driving down the road with a gigantic hay bale sticking out the back. Nope, I did beat the cultivating contract. So just out of curiosity, I'm going to park it up here. Check contracts, see if there's like another baling one. No baling. But I will select this guy, and I can just go over there and do that one. When he's done with that field. I'm going to slow down for this bump. Don't want to lose a hay bale. Or straw bale, I should say. And make sure to give the pedestrians a hayride. Okay, let's get the info displays back up. Okay, turn off baler, unload, swear it was, okay, it's emptied. Fold it up. And of course you would be at the very end of the field. Get this guy off the field while I'm here. Okay, what else can we do here? Go ahead and collect on that. I think while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and do that contract. Okay, straight north, and then we go to the carpenter. And disregard driving over someone else's field. One of these days I may own this grass field as well. But if I'm going to own the that property up the hill there, I'm going to own the two that are right there. So that would be 96 and 95, and then 99 and 94 and 93. I'll own those ones first. totally block my view for seeing. Yeah, I guess we'll just do one. Definitely not the best loading job, but I wasn't looking for precision at the moment. Got a little air on that one. Slow down for this because where we need to turn is just after that. Go ahead and release the straps. They would have put the capture box higher. And done. Fertilizing, don't want to do. As soon as that cultivating contract's done, we're going to go ahead and skip the month. Or skip the day. While we're here, though, I'm going to load up all of my lumber. That way we can get that ready to sell here the next day. And yep. And there we go. This guy out of the way. That one will probably have something drop out tomorrow. It's probably going to be a wood beam. Probably not. Shut that tractor off. Don't want to waste our precious fuel. And of course he would. Speed up some time as well while we're doing this. Yeah, I don't think I need a forage wagon right now. I've got the fermenting silo and 2 different balers. Go ahead and slow time down because we're cruising along pretty good. Great demand at Kobe Express. Probably for a production we don't have. The only thing we got is wood. Definitely not firewood, not furniture. Planks long. Wood beams, nope. Nothing we got. Another baling contract somewhat by us. That's pretty low. It'll stay till tomorrow. It does go both ways on this road. Slurry tanker, don't gotta worry about that right now. Yeah, I don't need a forage harvester. I do want to check this. Should be good until morning. Go ahead and we'll jump the day. Castle Nod, Agro PG, Genesis, and Izeki. Okay. Yeah, I don't need that. I know it can hold bales. I don't need that. That's more for, that's a cotton trailer. Yeah, we definitely don't need that. We're definitely not getting into the rice. Although there are some fields that could be, but if I was going to do that, I'd do long grain rice instead, because I got the harvesters. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at firewood, because I probably have to clear some of those bags out. So if you ever do a firewood production, and not myself today, So just because there's no sell point on the map doesn't mean that you can't sell the firewood. You still have the sell point that comes with it. For those that wanted to know. Long ways away, we're down to 4, so this guy, bring it back over top. I think that put us up to 9, so that was a 5,000 liter tree section. I think we're good for that for now. Let's go ahead and check. Ooh. Okay, we're definitely borrowing the equipment for this guy. Can't pass up a $9,000 cultivating contract. And just to make sure that those are all hoeing, we can do that one. Plowing, we got that plow. Checking the text message here, folks. Hold tight. Okay. Spraying contracts, don't care. Stone picking, don't care. Okay, yeah, that location is just weird for where you pick it up, but we'll do that one later on. I may come onto this map later on and try to do another contract or two. We'll go ahead and take this guy since we have the item still from January 1st, and that one is just right down the way. Go ahead and find the tractor. Yeah, if I do any rice run, it's going to be a long grain rice. There are a bunch of fields that are set up for it. Basically anything here, a couple of these ones as well, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 11 can do it, but it has a weird glitch when you get into this corner by the river, the northeast corner. You end up seeing a bunch of tree branches flash in front of your eyes. So these fields here are particularly good for the rice. They're nice and flat. Okay, I was checking text messages because my wife texted me. Those fields are definitely nice and flat. I'm just going to go around the corner. You got to make sure you take the road in order to get there. Otherwise you have to go all the way to the opposite end. Don't do that. Start AI. This one does have a weight on it, so we'll do this field ourselves because the New Holland is a gorgeous tractor to drive. And this Vaderstad, I think that's what it was, is a Vaderstad. Yep, I own that one on my main map, and yeah, you can get some serious work done with this thing. Go to 69, so up the road, just past. Okay, I know exactly where we gotta go. I thought I hooked up to that thing. Apparently not. Where's it at? Just pick you up. I was like, why is it so bumpy in here? So reversed? Yeah, I had it reversed. There we go. Now we're ready to rock and roll. Cut off traffic because they like to cut me off. And we'll do some driving from inside the cab. I do like how this one is cream colored for the interior. You get a lot of the other vehicles and it's like gray, especially the you know, the fence, I think it is, or maybe it's the Vultras that give you the secondary black option for it. It's like, why get into a vehicle that's all black and then it's hot and stuff? Is this the field? No, I passed it. Wrong road. What's this one? The one I just bailed. Except the tractor that I use for pulling this cultivator is the Massey Ferguson 435 with duals. Okay, let's lift the front weight back up and let's drop that. Just take a look at the contracts while we're here. We're doing that. The hoeing contracts, you know, half done. We can do the baling, the plowing. I'm gonna pick this one up because I do have the plow. I do have the fent. Probably end up doing that one off stream or at the start of my next session. One of the two. That one goes from 75. Field I did the baling in. plow. Because I have that one, 210 horsepower. The JCB at the farm can definitely carry that, so that's no big deal. I do have the front weight sitting over there at the farmstead. I'm going to make this corner and go get AI set up to do that. Oh, I do have the fence over here. Okay. I thought for some reason I had the fence on a different job. Position. And I'm going to drive this up there because I know they're going to get stuck with it. Stay off the grass. Normally I would just drive over all my stuff, but crop destruction on, that's no longer an option. I should say we're just past this field on the left. Go and get AI set up. Right here. I don't believe there was anything in that field that AI could get stuck on. No, that field is wide open, so they will be good. AI does not work like in the grass fields underneath the railroad bridge. They like to get stuck on the pillars for the bridge. So any of those contracts that come up for the baling or plowing, like these two fields here, 64 and 65, they will get hung up easily. The mowing contracts for these two, they'll get hung up on. 86, they're good because there's no pillar for them to get stuck on. So yeah, it's just these four fields that you have to do them yourself. Go ahead and slow time down to 5. Already it's 10:30-ish. And nothing on contracts, or excuse me, the used market. this map. Items to buy, mods to download. Forge wagon is on the list, but getting set up for, like I said, we got balers, so we don't really need a forge wagon. I'll just it make things faster, but at the same time it cost us that much more money, 33,000 when we're trying to save up. Got 180,000 to go to buy that property. That quick little look-see into the future of this farm. I'm going to call this the end of the stream. Been on for 2 hours and 12 minutes. I would like to thank you all for joining. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, comment, whatever you've seen fit to do. Like I said, I do appreciate you all joining in, chatting in the live, and until the next time, I will catch you later. It's only because my supper's here and I don't want it to get cold and haven't seen the wife all day and things like that. But anyway, I'll catch you all later. Bye. Thanks.